Friday, so I'll just try to give you guys some injury updates. So Jordan Whitehead won't practice today. He's dealing with an ankle. George Fant's got Veteran Day. JFM's dealing with a toe. He won't be at practice. And then Braden Mann is dealing with a back. And Braxton's dealing with a heel. But Braden's he's not up to kick today anyway, and Braxton will be limited. And then Zach will be on the practice field today, too. So.
You said John Franklin Myers was what?
Toe.
With Man, how much of a concern is that?
He during the game, he was getting some back stiffness. He was dealing with some back stuff during the game. Obviously, it's documented with some of the performance, but we'll see. He'll punt on Friday, and we just brought in the punter for backup purposes.
So Park's getting elevated would seem to indicate that there's some concern with Whitehead's ankle availability or something.
Yeah, he's definitely questionable.
Questionable, as in this could be like a week-to-week thing, or question was like you guys are worried about it long term?
No, it's it's like a week-to-week thing at best.
Robert, did you give any consideration to making a change at quarterback?
No, there was no serious change to make a change with Joe. It's one game. Played a really good defense. I know the quarterback gets a lot of the brunt of he gets celebrated and all the negativity too, the positives and the negatives. But there are a lot of things that we as a team could have done to help him out a lot during the game too. So we'll give it another run, and I think Joe will be a lot better.
With Joe, what are some things you like that you saw from him on Sunday? What are some things that needs to be better?
Obviously, when you look back at the game, when he had a clean pocket, he's very, very efficient. Part of the clean pocket is the offensive line's responsibility to give it to him, and for him to just deliver the ball where it needs to and get off of certain reads. And so it was a bunch of different things. I thought he handled the huddle well. The procedure was good. Everything was fine. We just stalled in the sense of when the pocket collapsed, whether or not he can get it to his check down fast enough. Just little things that were just a little bit off, especially in that first half. But it was more than just him. Like I said, there's the O-line, there's route running, there are drop passes, fumbles, that stalled drive. There's just a comedy of errors that just led to what looked like a bad performance by him. Now, it wasn't the best performance, but I think it wasn't as bad as people think it was.
When we talked to you on the conference call, and you kind of said, all options are open. Obviously, like Richard said, it opens the door for a quarterback change. Is this one of those things where you're open to even making a change in the game? Like, would you consider pulling Joe in the game?
No. Joe's our quarterback. We're focusing on Cleveland, just trying to get through this one, and then we'll see what happens.
Robert, your comment about the receipts Monday got a lot of attention. Just wondered if you wanted to expand upon that answer at all and kind of explain what you meant there.
Well, you guys know me. I'm a very positive person, and so not necessarily taking a shot at anybody. It's just showing a lot of conviction in this locker room and what I know we're doing in this building, the type of players we have. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate the passion and the history of this organization in terms of what's happened, especially over the last 11 years. Trust me, I get it. I've been on losing teams. It is not fun. But at the same time, our focus, like I said when we got hired, and the focus of the 53 men, 69 if you include the practice squad, is to focus on the moment and everything moving forward. And while we're holding ourselves accountable, it's just one of those where you just know. Like I said, I've said it to you guys a million times. I just know what's going to happen. It's just a matter of proving it, and that's our job. We've got to go out and prove it. But it doesn't change. You guys caught me in a passionate moment defending the locker room, and that was about it.
Robert, what's your procedure with weekly? Do you speak to the team this morning en masse? Like, what's your routine?
You want the whole thing?
No, just today. Usually the start of the week.
Yeah. Well, we talk Monday. We have a team meeting on Monday where we review the tape. Tuesday's obviously game plan. Wednesday we had a team meeting already. So today's team meeting is really, the keys to victory, what it's going to take to win.
But you talked to all, you were in front of everybody
Yeah.
on the Wednesday.
Mhm.
Just kind of curious if you had any reaction amongst the guys with the passion you showed on Monday? Things you had to say.
No, I haven't really talked individually with them. I just I'll keep everything that we say in the team meeting room for the team meeting room. They, if someone else wants to share it, but I'm sure it was out there and all that stuff. But I think everyone in the locker room, including the coaching staff, knows how we all feel about one another and how much confidence we have in one another. And my words, my display of emotion, which I do my best to control up here, is that I've got conviction over it. And this is not the same old Jets. But until we win, until we prove it, which is on us as coaches and on us as players, the shots will keep on coming. And so we welcome them, keep bringing them. It's not going to change our mission, and that's to bring this organization and this fan base a winner.
Just one more on that, because sometimes a reaction to that from players can be a bonding element or a galvanizing moment for guys in the room that obviously they already know you have their back, but, can that sometimes become, the passion that you show and backing them up sometimes?
I don't know about that one. I think it still comes down to momentum. I believe that once we prove to ourselves that we're capable of doing things, it's going to snowball into something huge. And part of confidence in this league is being able to prove to yourself first, learning how not to lose football games and how to win games. And when you have that confidence, because we came out, if you look at that, the swag and the confidence, especially on the defensive side of the ball early, that is absolutely contagious. But you have to have success in doing it, right? And once this team starts seeing itself having the success that it's capable of having, it's going to snowball into something special. But it's there, and it's just a matter on us and our responsibility, again, as coaches and players, to extract it.
Robert, I think when you kind of come off of that game, like you can go one of two ways. You can go the positive route of this is what we did well, this is what we're going to build on, or you can kind of go the fire and brimstone, I'm pissed off, this is unacceptable. So are you just the person that tends to veer that positive way? That's just how you do it, where you can be pissed off and angry and realize that this is unacceptable, but at the same time you're just not going to talk to us about it because you want to take the positive.
Well, yeah, we to piggyback on team meetings, we hold each other accountable. We're going to tell the truth. It's Tell the Truth Monday for a reason, and we're going to tell the truth of what happened. So you guys know I'm a very passionate, ultimate competitor. We all are. But, yeah, I don't think Corey Davis is going out there trying to drop a football. It happens. And so what can we do better to make those things happen? That's where this whole thing came about. We can sit there and complain about everything, and we can B-word all we want. We can complain and cry and whatever we want and blame people. But the reality is you need an answer. And so what's the answer? How can we shift ourselves back to a positive mindset so we can think? Because when you're in a negative thought process, you can't think of answers. You're just in a complaining mode. And so the challenge is, can you get yourself back to a positive mindset so you can see the silver linings, so you can find a way to capitalize and do more of what you did well and less of what you did poorly. And the only way to do that, sorry, Rich, is to just get back to that positive mode as quickly as you can after telling the truth.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're okay. It's me. I was long-winded.
Getting back to Flacco and the offense, the 59 pass attempts. Now, obviously, everyone recognizes the fourth quarter, got kind of skewed, but actually, it was like 27-16 even before, while it was still a 14-point game, so it was pretty lopsided toward the pass. And even Peyton Manning chimed in.
Yeah.
With that. What did you think of his comment, and also how important with Mike is just to get more balance?
Peyton, I'm taking your receipt. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, you're right, because we were averaging close to 6 yards a carry at halftime. We talked about it at the half. And, we come out of the locker room. Defense does a great job. We get the ball quick. And then we got that sack, first play. In hindsight, just run the ball. Let's get the ball moving. But we punt. We get, that sequence really derailed the entire game. We have the sack, the screen goes for nothing, incomplete, or check down on third down, shank punt. They go down, score. We try to establish the run game a little bit. I think it's a quick 3-and-out again. They get the explosive after they get the explosive for a touchdown, and now we're all right, let's go catch up. And it happened that quick. So we recognized that we were running the ball very well, but it just we just never got the opportunity to establish it there in the second half.
How encouraged were you by how DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner both played?
Oh, they were awesome. Especially in the run game, which is basically what Baltimore is. Obviously, they got us with those 3 touchdown passes, but I thought they showed up. We put those guys on an island. If you really go dissect that tape, we were very aggressive with our safeties, and they did a great job pulling up back there. And very proud of DJ. To do what he did on Sunday is very, very difficult, especially with the emotional state he was in. I'm really excited about those two.
So what do you have to do to kind of negate this Cleveland Browns pass rush?
Oh, man. God, it reminds me so much of the 2019 group we had over there with the Niners. You got Miles, you got Clowney. Their interior is really good. They fly around. The secondary is very, very tight in coverage. The linebackers are fast. It's going to be a tremendous challenge. It looks like Miles is on a mission. And, I mean, he looked dirty last week. So I'm not going to get into the game plan stuff, but he definitely has everyone's attention.
How did Max Mitchell hold up in his first start?
He did really well. He's going to be a very good tackle for a very long time. He needs to continue to get those reps. But I thought he handled himself well in the run game. A couple of things that he could have done better. Pass game was good. Again, a couple of things he could have done better. But he, for his first time out against that defense, I thought he did really well.
Take a couple more. You last week, I think we were talking to Jeff. We were discussing about the pass rush against Lamar, where you're attack, go get the dude, but you have to be super, super disciplined with him because if you can go around.
Yeah.
Playing more of a well-talented and athletic, more of a pocket quarterback in Jacoby this week. Does it allow you to get back to your roots of just go get the dude? Yeah,
I think that's more in the player will be a little more free. Jacoby can still run. He's still as talented, and he's been in this league a long time. A lot of respect for him. He's a big man too. If you've ever stood next to him, so he is. It does allow you the freedom, but you still can't be reckless. And I think it'll help those guys to know that they can rush a little bit more free, and they don't have to be so responsible in their lanes, because it's, pass rushers got to focus on winning one-on-ones and being able to play off one another. And when you don't have to deal with a guy like Lamar who's ridiculous, it doesn't make it easier, but it allows them to rush more freely.
Just a quick, this is a bit real quick. I don't think we've talked to you about this because there was obviously stuff going on at the game. Why was Bryce Huff inactive?
We already had, knock on wood, we have a lot of D linemen. Traditionally, you only address 8 D linemen in a game for us, and we ended up with 9. And, just bigger body run stuffers. Just when you look at the overall, the group, the focus was stop the run against Baltimore.
Awesome.
Robert, just one more same old Jets question. It's kind of unique, this franchise versus, there's no same old Niners or same old Seahawks, as you referenced your past stops. Is the weight of that tough to deal with? Because for you guys, it's one game on Sunday, right? For Jets fans, it's, this looks like what I saw in 2016, this looks like what I saw in 2018. Is that tough to manage?
It's not tough. Again, you guys know me by now. I'm overly protective of the locker room, and very excited about the locker room that we have. And like I said, while everybody in this organization acknowledges and respects the past, this group is responsible for the future. And while we do feel past sins of the organization, we know that it's our job to heal those wounds also. And so from a managing standpoint, it'll be easy when we win. It'll be easy when we win. Like, you can't control, and that's probably the emotional part that got me on Monday, is just a lesson in you can't control the outside noise, and you can't brainwash everyone or whatever it is. You can't convince people of what you see. They have to go see it because they're not here. You guys see it. I know you guys know we're faster, we're more physical, and we're going to be better. But at the same time, we've got to go prove it on the football field. And my commitment and our team's commitment to this entire fan base is that we're going to do it, and that's kind of what led to that frustration.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.